What's going on? Can y'all hear me good? Yeah, man. What's going on up in this thing? Up in this thing. Trying to bring it to y'all. Trying to get y'all what y'all looking for, man. You know, a lot of people hit me up asking questions, want to talk or whatever. It's like, dude, this is time I can give you. Just going live and just talking about kind of what I got going on. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into it, man. Just wanted to get on here and talk about like some deals I had that's closing. So like I got this deal. What's up? What's up? Hey, what's going on? So I got this deal that's coming up like this week where I had to do cash for keys. Well, like the owner at first was saying like, he would be able to get the tenant out, no problem, whatever. And then he came back and was like, he wasn't gonna be able to get the tenant out. So in order to close, like the buyer wasn't gonna buy it with the tenant in there. So um, what's going on? What's going on? So like this deal I got coming up. So I had it. I had the. I think I had the seller under contract for. Um, they had the seller under contract for like 199, and then I had the buyer under contract for 218. So everything was set, man. 199, 218. It's kind of like it's like a 19K deal or whatever. Um, but so, but the problem was like the buyer didn't want no tenant in there, and then so the seller he wasn't able to get the tenant out. So I was like, dang, try to do a cash for keys. So like the lady said, in order to do the cash for keys, she wanted 5K. So I was like, dang, 5K. So I told the seller like we would have to adjust the purchase price. But, he was like, I ain't got 5K to get to this lady. So I was like, shoot. So I had to front the 5K. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was I wrote up, I wrote up a cash keys contract, got lady to sign the cash keys contract or whatever, and then I got him to sign a new contract with a new purchase price. So I got a new contract for him with a new purchase price, which was going to be making up for the money that I lost. Um, while I'm fronting the money for the cash keys. So I fronted the first half of the cash keys already, and then like on the 8th, I'm supposed to go back over there and make sure she's cleared out. So it's like, it's like crazy, man. But yeah, that's one crazy thing I got going on. If she's out, everything's gonna be good, and we'll probably close on Friday. So, but if she's not out, man, it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna turn into a mess, man, and trying to get out stuff like that. So, it's just gonna get crazy. That's one I got going on right there, and then another one I got is I got this guy on the contract for like so it's gonna work out. I'm sure it is. I hope so, man. I hope that thing work out, man. But hey, we gonna see. But another one I got this guy on the contract for like 175. I think he was a cold call, and I had called him back. I just saw like one of my VAs. What's up? What's up? What's up, Greg? Oh, is that Greg Scott? Oh man, maybe. But anyway, so one of my VAs, I think, cold called him, and then he went into Podio, and I saw what he wanted, and then I clicked on, and I was like, dang, this may be a deal. So I actually like went outside. I was at work, went outside, called him back, and come to find out, J Will, what list you pulling criteria besides bare bones and equity? Can you do a video maybe on it? Good evening, by the way. Good evening, Jay Will. Um, I did a video about what kind of lists I pulled a while back. It hadn't changed much. But I'll do another video on that for sure. But anyway, so like I went outside, called him. This guy was like, "Hey, look, my dad lived in the property. Used to be my property, but I guess his mom passed away, So he moved his daddy into his old house that he had, and then he upgraded. Him and his wife went somewhere else, and now his dad's getting old, so now he's gonna move his dad in with him and his wife, and his dad's gonna move out of that property. So he was like, I knew it was, he was asking for like 170. So I was like, dang, that'd be a pretty good steal. I could probably resell it for a good price. Um, but yeah, he was asking 170, and uh, he was like, yeah, if I can get 170 or 175, I'll be ready to go. Anytime somebody give you like a range like that, they want the higher number. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's 3-2. Yeah, it was a 3-2 in a good area though. So was the ARV of the property? The ARV was probably like 260 or something like that. 250, 260, something like that. So did you assign everything? Do you double close it? This one I'm double closing. But I was able to get him on the contract for 175, and then I turned around and got the buyer on the contract for like what I get a buyer on the contract for? I got that buyer on the contract for like 206. I think it may be a bigger than what I thought. Yeah, cause I think I got a buyer in the contract for like 196 or something like that. Yeah, it was like 196. I probably could have got it for more than that, cause I'm giving them a steal. I think the ARV had to be around like 240 or 250 or something like that. But I resold it for like so I but got a buyer in the contract for like 196. You know, but yeah, man. Uh, but when I went out there and talked to him, he was like 170, 175. I was like, I think we probably could make that work. I do got to get this approved by my purchase manager, but as soon as he approves it, I want to send you out this email. So can you go ahead and text me your email address while we're on the phone right here? So he shot me his email address. I was like, hey, look, I'm gonna go ahead and submit this, your property information and stuff to my purchase manager. As soon as he approves, I'm sending out the ARV. I mean, I'm sending out the offer. So I use both. I use Zillow and PropScreen. But anyway, so I went back in. I emailed, this buyer that I knew. Bam, said, hey, look, check out this property. Can you do it for 196? What's the easiest way to determine a rental neighborhood for a rental neighborhood when it comes to comps? Um, I don't quite understand your question. Ask that again. But I don't think I necessarily like determined the different neighborhoods, stuff like that. Finally took action skip trace, but goodness gracious, where you at, Jay Will? Where you at with skip tracing 4,000 properties? Goodness gracious. But um, but yeah, I hit him up, said, hey, 196. Then he came back and was like, yeah, we can do that. So I sent him over the contract or whatever, got that signed. Well, he no, actually wrote up the contract, and I didn't send it to him yet. Fort Wayne, Indiana. Dang, what's going on in Fort Wayne, Indiana, man? I'm out looking at that. Where's that at in Indiana? Where's Fort Wayne at in Indiana? But anyway, so I read up the contract or whatever, but I didn't sign it. But I sent it to the buyer. Buyer went ahead and signed it. I told them like once I get on the contract, I'll go ahead and sign it. You know what I'm saying? So I tell my buyers like, dude, I'm still working on this one. You know what I'm saying? I don't tell. I just say, hey, I'm still working on it. But like, so we was all good, me and the buyer. So that's when I went ahead and sent the contract out to the seller. You know what I'm saying? So I got the seller signed, then I went back and got the buyer signed. Uh, Calculate rental neighborhood comps differ from. Uh, Hold on. You have to calculate rental neighborhood comps different from residential, right? If so, how do you determine your property rental? Nah, I just do comping almost all the same, man. It's like I just compare the properties, man. If it's a 3-2, if it's a 3-2, 1,500 square feet, and this house is 3-2, 1,500 square feet, they built the same year, and now I look at them and they look the same, then bam, that's comp. right? So I can see that. And then I go and look to see if like the owner, if it was owner occupied, or like if it was somebody who's like trying to owner occupying it buying it, or was it like a investor buying it? That's the only other thing I look at. But also, what do you do when there's not enough comps available near? If there's not enough comps available near, man, it's probably a bad area to be trying to do this in. You probably in a bad area. Anywhere where it's good wholesaling, there's plenty of comps. So instead of call rail, could you use Google Voice to get calls forwarded to from launch? Yeah, you can. The only thing is like if you got on your phone, it's gonna be blowing that phone up. You know what I'm saying? So that's I like call rail to forward it over there, but you can send it to a random Google Voice. But the thing is like when you send, my thing is I send it through CallRail and then I forward that over to Pat Live. See, Pat Live is my receptionist service. You know what I'm saying? So when they call into CallRail, that call is being forwarded somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Google Voice can forward your calls to another number or not. I haven't tried that yet. Maybe it can. So have you wholesale any sub twos or creative deals? No, I haven't, but I am working on my first short sale right now. I actually got two short sales I'm working on. So are there any states that require you to have real estate license to wholesale? I think it is. I know Illinois does, but I think Oklahoma is starting to do it or somebody else. So how do you locate the hottest zip codes? There's like a sweet spot locator or something like that. I think it's a website called Sweet Spot Locator or something like that. You can go on there and you just enter in like what city or whatever, and it'll give you like what's the hot zip codes. But you can go into any county or any area that you want to, like say if you just want to search Atlanta, or let's say if you want to search a certain county, you can search that county, and then if you go and like look at the list of properties, well you can look up cash sales, right? And then look up the property. I mean look up the area, and then go to your filters and do cash sales, and then you can even do cash sales, and then you can put like you can go somewhere in the filter. You can put when the sale happened, and you can make your dates range within the last like 6 months or a year, and then like if you know how everything in prop screen may be over here on the side. If you extend it, you know what I'm saying. It's a button where you can click that extends it over, and then you're able to look and see what zip codes these things coming from, and then you sit there and like organize them by zip codes, and then you sit there and just count the zip codes and look like, dang, this is the hottest zip code right here. Flipman got a good video for that. You check out Flipman videos. Like you could Google or YouTube Flipman hottest zip codes, but he show you how to do that, and you're able to see like, dang, that zip code hot in this area or whatever. It's a lot of cash sales in that area. But yeah, that's a good way to do that. And they say Max Maxwell hot zip codes on YouTube. He goes step by step. Yeah, I mean Max Maxwell got some good stuff out there too. But yeah, I use Flipman to find hot zip codes. Then the sweet spot locator on some website. I forgot what the website was, but yeah, it just you just type in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then it'll just pop up. It'll populate. It'll tell you what area, what zip code's good to wholesale in, what areas you need to stay away from, stuff like that. It's pretty good. I use that. Um, so how do you wholesale short sale deal? I mean, I don't even think I'm a wholesaler. I think I'm just gonna buy it and probably burr it. You know, probably be a rental with no money out of my pocket. I mean, I probably could though, like, cause like the ARV on like both of them, ARV is probably like 130, 120, but I'm trying to get them for like 45. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking if I can get them for at least like 60, I could probably hotel them, like buy them, and then put them back on the market, and then sell them at least for like 100. You know what I'm saying? If I buy for 60, with agents and all that stuff, I may spend like 65, little over 65, sell it for 100. I may walk away. I'm gonna walk away with something. Can't find a sweet spot locator. I don't know. It's some website, man. I can't remember, man. I can't remember. I think a dude named Antoine Campbell talk about it. So you look up Antoine Campbell sweet spot locator or something like that. But yeah, man, I just remember him talking about it, and I went there and I started using that sweet spot locator. I think the sweet spot locator is the actual like something that's on another website, but I can't remember I can't remember. I think it's like something on fire or something like that. Buyersonfire.com. I think it's like Buyers on Fire or something like that. Look for Buyers on Fire, and then when you get to buyersonfire.com, you got to look for the sweet spot locator. I think that's the way you can look it up. But yeah, man, that's the way to figure out what zip codes are hot. But I think the best thing to do is, man, know your area. Like if you in, especially if you're in a good area or you near like a city or whatever, you know the area, man. You just gotta think about like what areas are transient. Like what areas are very high populated areas, but people don't really like to live there. It's like it's not like people really want to live there. It's just people live there for convenience. If people live somewhere for convenience, they're gonna eventually move somewhere else where they actually want to live. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I look for. So on prop screen needs some assistance. On prop screen needs some assistance. What do you need assistance with? What are you trying to do on prop screen? The only thing I really do on prop screen is just pull lists. You know what I'm saying? And then like it helped me look up records of properties, find cash buyers on prop screen. You can do that too. Like if I was there today, like I saw a property that sold for cash, and I was just looking like, dang, who bought this? Saw who bought it. Look for the agents, like, dang, what agent was working on this one? You know what I'm saying? Trying to find maybe the agent that was working on it or whatever, or agent that may have been working with the cash buyer or something like that. I don't know. So I was just looking for that. So, but anyway, so how do you wholesale short sale deal? I just talked about it, like not really wholesaling it. I'm pretty sure there's a way you can wholesale it, cause like but I was going more like hotel it, like take it down, buy it, and then relist it, or like burr it. Where it's like I buy it, rehab it, rent it out, and refinance it. You because like then it'd be no money out of my pocket. I buy it with my money, I rehab with my money, or I refinance, I get all my money back. And then what I'm saying, have that thing rented out, and then be good to go. So that's what I'll do with those, just because they so steeply discounted. It's crazy. If I can get them at that price, if I can't get them at that price, now it's a different story. You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta see what price I can get them at. But yeah, I just thought about a few wholesale deals I got coming. Uh, I got another one too. I can't hardly keep up with these at this point. So I got that one. I got that one. I got another one. Can't hardly remember. So just trying to find a motivate. Just trying to find a motivated seller. Is there specific way you budgeting your business? No, no specific way I do budgeting in my business. Trying to find a motivated seller. Man, you just gotta you gotta TTP, man. You gotta talk to people. Like you gotta talk to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do, man. And just let people know. My bad. And then just let people know how you can add value. You know what I'm saying? You let people know how you can add value, and then that's when they start opening up. It's like you just gotta let people know how you can add value. That's it. Once people once they figure out how you can add value, or you figure out their situation, that's the thing. You listen to them, figure out what they got going on, and then you like, hey, look, this is a possible option or way I can help you in this situation. Like I got a guy right now, he got his wife inside of a property. He divorced her, but she's still inside of the property, right? So it's like, dang. But I'm trying to find somebody that will buy the property with a tenant still in it. You know what I'm saying? And try to go from there. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But if I can solve his problem, then bam, payday. You know what I'm saying? If I can't solve his problem, then no payday. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. You just gotta be able to solve people's problems. You gotta be able to help people. And if people think you can help them, they think you can solve their problem, then you got yourself a deal. And if somebody else can solve the problem, then they're gonna get the deal. So it's kind of how it works, man. You got to be a problem solver out there. You got to find solutions for people with problems. So that's the biggest thing, man. But yeah, so I'm just trying to think about what other deals I got that's closing like here recently. Um, I got one in Tennessee, and yeah, I got one in Tennessee that's gonna close. Um, that one's gonna close. And then I got one in Tennessee that's gonna close. I got like two in Atlanta that's gonna close. Um, but yeah, I think those are the ones closing here recently. I think I got like 10 that's gonna close this month, but it's like, it's like three gonna close this week, three close next week, three. It's like three closing every week, or something like that. So, it's about to get crazy though, man. I gotta start spacing these closings out, and stuff like that. So, I gotta start spacing these closing out so I can make sure I handle them. You know, but yeah, it's crazy, man. Another thing I'm about to start doing, man, is like waking up early. I gotta start waking up earlier, man, to be able to work on my business like before everything gets started. It's like that's one thing I've been like trying to do, and I started on it. Like I actually started working on my business, like writing everything out, putting pictures with it and creating videos. It's like I was like, dang, yeah, this is where it's at right there. Just being able to see stuff broken down step by step. It's like, dang, I can hand this over to somebody and they would be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a great thing, being able to do that. So all these deals from follow ups or initial contact. So I think most all the deals are follow up. Uh, I don't think I don't think I can get too many deals off initial contact, man. Not really. Not really, man. It's a few of them. Like last week, I was getting deals on like some initial contact, but it was a lot of talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? We was a lot of going back and forth. This one deal I did get off initial contact. Um, Actually supposed to be going to see his property like I think Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, he was ready to sell that thing, man. I think his tenants got out, and he like, man, I'm ready to sell it. If you can give me this price, I'm ready to go. I was able to get him his price, and I think it was like 10K deal or something like that. So, but yeah, most of them are follow ups. Then other ones, you just gotta follow up with people, man. It doesn't matter if it's like a month, 3 months ago, or if it was 3 days ago. Just go back and follow up with some people. It's like, what I'm saying? You just gotta stay on the hot leads. People that you knew, like they're going to sell a property, you gotta make sure you follow up with them. The cold leads, you don't even mess with the cold leads. You may follow up with them every now and then, but don't mess with them cold leads. You really want to focus on the hot leads, people who are actually interested in selling. But yeah, man. So I'm just waking up early and working on my business is a big thing that I'm trying to do. So I'm kind of writing out all my how to do, creating like just work manuals for all the different positions, how to do things, what they should be doing, stuff like that. Basically creating a manual for all my workers, and all the different positions within the company or whatever. So that's a big thing, man, and something I've been working on like the past few days, and what I want to keep working on and stuff like that. So, um, but yeah, man. Another thing I really need to do, man, is like tracking my numbers, cause like I need to know like how many people I'm texting, how many people I'm calling, how many people I'm voice broadcasting every day. Like I need to know it every day, like how many I'm doing every day. That way, I can keep up with how many people I'm marketing to. You know what I'm saying? And then if I can see how many people I'm marketing to, and how many leads that's generating, and then from the leads how many, people on the contract I'm getting, then how many people on the contract, and how many deals I'm closing. You know what I'm saying? So, but like most of the people, like if I get them on the contract, they closing. Like I don't get people on the contract that don't close. It's like, shoot, in the last what? Shoot, at least 4 months. I don't. Matter of fact, this year, I I think I got one, two, three people on the contract this year that I didn't close. Only three people on the contract this year that I didn't close. And that was because like one the seller no yeah, one the seller backed out. Two the other they had foundation issues. No, it's four of them. One seller backed out. Two of them had foundation issues, and then the third one my freaking VA messed up and sent. Well, I messed up. Why did I mess up? Well, I was just letting my VA do some stuff, and she sent out a contract to somebody, and like they weren't supposed to have the contract, and they signed it. So it was like, dang, we can't do that deal. Like, she wasn't supposed to send it out at whatever price, and we couldn't do the deal. So, but yeah. So four people this whole year, far as like not going through with the contract. So if I got some in the contract, it's gonna close. More likely, it's gonna close unless something happen. You know, most times it's like something has happened with something wrong with the foundation or something major is wrong with the property. Try to that really scares the buyer away. That's the only way. I don't really close on the property, but other than that, I'm closing. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on. Mm. Other than that, man, I'm closing on everything. But but yeah, man. Sorry about that, but yeah, that's what's going on, man. Just trying to turn up that marketing. Just trying to turn it up. So I hired another VA. So she's gonna be calling. So now I got two VAs calling. I'm trying to hire two more VAs to start calling. You know what I'm saying? And really turn it up. You know what I'm saying? Well, we cold calling tons of people every day. That's what I'm trying to do. Question: would you lock up a contract for a seller asking knowing it's too high and market value, and then talk them down? No, I don't do that. I don't put nobody on a contract if I can't really sell it. So which dollar do you use? I use call tools. Excuse me. I use call tools. That's what dollar I use. But yeah, man, with two callers calling, I really need to think about it. Why call tools? I don't know, man. It's just something I got comfortable with, and it has two. It records. Recording the calls. I like to go back and listen to the calls and stuff like that. Being able to get the reports, and I've been able to integrate call tools, my CRM and stuff like that. So it's been good. I tried Mojo, really didn't work out like I liked it. So I started using call tools. So my network froze. I apologize. Did you answer my question? Yeah. Let me see. Let me go back up. So you lock up contracts for nah, I don't like to lock up contracts and ask for reductions. Like I don't ask for reductions at all. Like even if my buyer don't say I can't do it for this amount, I gotta do it for that amount. Like I won't go back to the seller and ask for no reduction. Like you know what I'm saying? If I say I'm gonna do it at a certain price, that's price I want to do it at. You know what I'm saying? Unless I absolutely can't do it at that price. And I tell them, look, I just absolutely cannot do it at this price. There's nothing I can do. I just cannot do it at this price. But I never lock something up like that and do ask for a reduction. That's slime away uh, to house. What? That's a slimy way to house under contract. Yeah. I mean, I just don't do that. I just know I don't do that. I can't speak for other people, but nah, I don't. I don't. I don't put people in a contract and ask for no reduction. Like I'd rather just make whatever I make or make nothing versus asking somebody for a reduction. I just don't do it. But that's just me though. You know what I'm saying? I do respect the sellers. Really try to respect the sellers and really try to give them what they're looking for. If I can, you know what I'm saying? Or if I tell them, hey, look, this is what we can do, then that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Even like to the point where it's like, I tell people like this dude that got his dad, he's trying to move him out. It's like, hey, look, if y'all got stuff y'all don't want to move, just leave it in there. You know what I'm saying? And the buyer don't want anything to be in there because it's gonna cost him to get it out. But I just pay somebody to go in there and clean it out. It's like, I'm fine. I'll pay the person to go in there and clean it out. You know what I'm saying? As long as the seller is taken care of, I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm making money. You should go live every day. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to go live every day, man. I got 14 people in here. That's really good. So, y'all need to just ask me as many questions as y'all can, man. Cause like people be hitting me up, asking questions, but it's like it's easy for me to ask questions right here with everybody right here. Um, but yeah, I try to take care of sellers, man. Cause at the end of the day, I'm making money. you know, I might as well help them. If I got to give up a couple of $100 or whatever, it doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, you got to take care of people. When you taking care of people, business is so easy when you taking care of people. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So that's one of the big things, man, that I try to focus on is taking care of people. Even with my VA and stuff like that, man, you try to take care of them, man, and show people that you care about them. You know, uh, and stuff like that. So that's one of the biggest things that I make try to make sure I do. In all of this. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my biggest things. How do you deal with other investors? Seems that everyone I call is also an investor, and they grill me. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean by that. So how big is your buyers list? Not big at all. Probably got like 10 people. Probably only like 10 people that I send anything to. So how do you deal with other investors? And like everyone I don't really deal with other investors. Like if I end up texting or calling somebody, I don't even like a damn investor. I really don't even talk to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like I already got buyers. I don't even talk to other investors. It's like, what I'm saying? It's like if you're talking to somebody about selling a property, and they're like, I'm an investor. Okay, they probably ain't interested. They are interested. We can talk, but if not, go on. If that's what you're talking about, but anyways, man, it's like I think the other day I posted I had like 17 deals under contract, and I mentioned I needed like a transactional coordinator. That's like it's crazy. Like, you know, um, it's like man, you get so many deals under contract, but it's like you got to be able to handle stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me frustrated. It's like what made me frustrated is like why do I not have the system and processes in place to be able to handle this stuff? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm handling it, but it's like I in my brain I got these ideas where it's like why don't you put the ideas down and then hire somebody to do it? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's so frustrating to know that you should be doing something and not be doing it. I hate that. So that's something I'm trying to work on. So yeah, that's what I was asking. I usually go back and forth with them, but yeah, you just gotta move on, man. You just gotta move on. So what time do you start and stop texting? I start texting probably like 9 a.m. and I just keep texting people till we text out. Like Right now, we're trying to text like 5,000 people every day. So I keep texting until I get that number, and then after that, it's just responding to people all day. So, what is something you wish you knew before you started? Is it me or is buyers actually buying close to market value? Uh, yeah, you got some buyers out there that's gonna buy close to market value, but like it all depends on the area and what the property is, where the property at, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, something I wish I knew before I got started. I wish I knew that I needed to find buyers first. Well, you don't have to, but like the way I do it, like I wish I would have went and found buyers first. But what helped me is I found a crazy, like I was so super lucky to find this crazy deal. It's like I found a crazy deal, and when I found that crazy deal, like buyers start coming. You know what I'm saying? It's like real buyers started coming. You know, of course it was wholesalers that started coming. You know, I had to like weed through the wholesalers because you had people that was trying to take like half of the deal, and I was like, dude, I really don't need to give you half because like I got people all over the place that want this deal. But yeah, man, I wish I focused on the building relationship with the buyers, you know, more at first. You know what I'm saying? Because if you build that relationship with the buyers at first, you know, that's where your money is. That's basically your money. Then you can go out and talk to people with authority like you're a cash buyer because you know you got a cash buyer in your pocket. Another thing I wish I knew was, dang, I can't even think about it. I was just thinking about it. Um, I wish I would have built a relationship with cash buyers. Um, Oh yeah, and then the next thing I wish y'all knew is like how to become more focused. Like I learned that from Sean Terry. It was like, hey, you know, he said like go back and look at your last 5, 10 deals. You know, what type of property was it? Who did you sell it to? How much did you make off of it? You know what I'm saying? It's like on your best deals, what kind of property was it? Where is it located? Who did you sell it to? And when I looked at that, I was like, dang, these areas right here is the areas where I'm doing business. You know what I'm saying? So I just started focusing on the areas where I was actually getting deals. And I turned up the marketing in those areas. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when deals started coming through. And then it's like, who's buying these? You know, what type of property is it? And I started searching for that type of property, and that narrowed my focus. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, who's buying that type of property? These people are buying these type of properties. So it narrowed all my focus, which allowed me to focus on actually stuff that was gonna move. You know what I'm saying? And that's what helped me. Like narrowing my focus really helped me. Understanding like understanding my buyers and what they wanted, narrowing my focus to exactly what they wanted, and then narrowing the areas. Like, okay, my deals most of the time come from these areas, so I'm just gonna go all in. Like I'm skip tracing everybody that fit, and those I'm skip tracing the whole county. Like, dude, if my deals come from this county, I'm skip tracing everybody in the whole county. I'm skip tracing everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm texting everybody in that whole county that own a property. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what I'm talking about. Like, just become more narrowly focused. I think that's one of the biggest things. Let me go back up here. What site are you using to clean your list? I don't even really clean my list at all, man. Probably need to do that, but I don't. So how's Google Voice? How's Google Voice and cold calling? I don't use Google Voice and cold calling at all. So what system should I have before you start? I don't know if there's any system you should have, but you probably should you need to know how to work prop screen before I started. I mean, before I would get started, I would find buyers first. That's just me though. You know what I'm saying? What is something you wish you knew? Okay. But yeah, I would find buyers first and figure out what they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, I always think about it like grocery shopping. You going like when you out there searching for properties, you shopping for somebody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna go shopping for somebody you don't even know what they want. You know what I'm saying? You going to the store walking around like, dang. What they wanted again? You ever went to the store? It's like somebody told you like, your mama or your wife or your husband tell you to go to the store and get this, and you getting them like, what they said again? You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't know. You don't even just keep walking around and trying to pick up stuff. You don't even know what they want. You call them back and and be like, hey, what you said you want from the store? And then when they tell you what they want, then you can go get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like listen to the buyers. They'll tell you what they want, and then you go out there and shop and go get it. Don't spend your money on stuff when you don't even know what they want. I think that's one of my biggest things. Like, yeah, I skipped trace the list for about 15 cent a skip. That's what I'm saying. But like, you can pull big lists. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, do you know anybody who want these type of properties? It's like, do you know anybody that's gonna actually buy these type of properties? You know what I'm saying? So, I like to know that hey, everything I'm skip tracing, somebody want I know a guy that want to buy it. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but anything, what's the most frustrating part of wholesaling? I don't know, man. The most frustrating part is I would say the most frustrating part is like when the seller won't tell you like what they want. It's like they tell you, hey, look, at this price, we can move forward, everything good, contract look good, everything like that. But it's like, why you ain't signing? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what do we need to do in order to move forward? And they won't come out and tell you. It's like, is it the price? You know what I'm saying? It's like we can adjust the price if we need to. We'll adjust whatever we need to adjust. What do we need to do to move forward? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't want to, they just be holding back for whatever reason. I don't know. But that's the frustrating part. But ain't nothing you can do about that. You just keep moving. So what's the best place to go market your deal? You can put it on Facebook. You can put it on Craigslist. You can put it on Bigger Pockets. Those are all good places to market your deals. So if you was texting about 5,000 people, where do you get those uh, names from? Do you get them from Prop Screen? Yeah, I get them from Prop Screen. All from Prop Screen. That's the only place I get lists from. Prop Screen, the only place I get lists from. So, bro, I can't wait until I get my first deal used towards scaling up. Yeah, that's what's up, man. So I skip trace the list about 15, just 15 or 1,500 or 15,000. 15. So what do you find your responses in my email? Will they get numbers to call me, huh? Where I find their responses in my emails, will they get my number to call me? I don't know. I never tried that, so I don't know. Precious love me. Yeah, I don't know. I never tried that. Um, how did you find hedge fund buyers? Talking to a ton of people. Just talking to a boatload of people trying to find, those hedge fund buyers. You just got to talk to a lot of people, a lot of agents, a lot of people. I really don't know how to find them like that. Besides just talking to people, other people got ways to try to find them, but I just talk to a lot of people and end up running into some. So that's why the limit prop screen got good 800 off me for subscription. Yeah, prop screen skip tracing, man. I don't think it's that great. At least from what I heard, prop screen skip tracing is not that great. I would use batch leads. I would use lead Sherpa. Even Need Skip is another good one. Just got prop screen, still learning any big tips. Try to find cash buyers, man. Like, dude, use prop screen to try to find cash buyers. Go on, like, my bad. Go on YouTube. How to find cash buyers on prop screen, and try to use prop screen to find them cash buyers, man. You know what I'm saying? So, let me see. Were you nervous or not having a website and strong online presence when it came to sellers? Some people say you need an online presence. I still don't have online presence, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing like I'm last month I closed like 9 deals. Month before that I closed like 5 deals. Month before that, I closed like six, I think 6, 7 deals, something like that. So this month I'm closing like 10 deals. So I still ain't got no online presence. So it's like, so I mean, I don't even be worried about it like that. So yeah, I really don't even be worried about it. Now people don't even ask for online presence to me that much. Like when I first got started, they did, but now it seems like people ask for it less. So, how long did you have cold call before you hired a VA? I was like calling people probably for like 2 or 3 months before I hired a VA. But yeah, so how do you send your pictures and videos to buyers? I send my buyers out to the property. That's what I do. I send buyers out to the property. So what skip tracing? When you skip trace, what happens? I guess I should ask. Oh, okay. So, well, skip tracing is like, let's say, skip tracing is basically finding the phone numbers and contact information to property owners. So, like, you go to prop screen, and you search, Fulton County, Georgia, right? They'll give you like a list of all the properties in Fulton County. Well, you can download that list and then upload that list to a skip tracer service. When that skip tracer service get that list, they go row by row and look at the name and the information that's on that row, and they'll spit back out the any phone numbers they can find that's connected to that person. You know what I'm saying? Or that property. So that's skip tracing. You gotta pay for that. So congrats, man, no doubt. So is wholesaling hard or easy in your opinion? Um, it's like everything else, man. It's easy when you know what you're doing. It's hard when you don't know what you're doing. It's like, dude, you can do things the easy way, it's hard way. It's like when you got a kid, they don't know how to, you don't know, they don't know how to do something. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard for them because they don't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's, but for somebody who adult and they know how to do that, you know what I'm saying? It's not hard. So I think that's a big thing, man. But once you know how to do it, it becomes easier. But you don't know how to do it, it's difficult, right? Nothing's really hard. It's just like processes, and things that you just haven't practiced yet. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's really hard. It's all just like things you haven't practiced yet. The more you practice it, the easier it comes, right? The more you practice it, the easier it comes. So are you mainly texting? I'm texting and cold calling and voice broadcast. So everything I'm texting, I'm voice broadcasting. Everything I'm texting, I'm calling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just wanting to call more now, but it's like everything I'm texting, I'm voice broadcasting. Like I'm not doing something in one, I'm not doing another. Like I'm trying to do everything in all the different places. So it's kind of just running through the same stuff. Um, so can you tell one thing wholesaling is so hard and so cal? Yeah, no doubt, man. Southern California is hard, but I guarantee you some people out there crushing it. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody out there in Southern California that's crushing it more than all these other people are. You know what I'm saying? So it may be harder for the amateur. But the thing is, like, you ain't got to do it in Southern California. Like, I just closed like a deal in Tennessee. I got two more deals closing in Tennessee this month. I don't live in Tennessee. It's like, I could have been. I mean, those properties could have been anywhere in the United States. They could have been in Oklahoma. They could have been in Washington. They could have been in Maine. It doesn't matter. I never saw the property. I never saw the seller. I never saw the buyer. Those properties could have been anywhere. They could have been anywhere. Like those properties, it doesn't matter, man. The only thing you need to do is talk to people, find people that are motivated, find a buyer for the property, and go. It ain't got to be located in a certain spot. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be located in a certain spot. But anyway, so can you repeat the skip tracing site you just recommend? I'm sorry again. I was driving. Oh man, be careful out on that road, man. But anyway, so the skip tracing I would use Lead Sherpa. Another one is need to skip, and then batch leads. So batch leads is really good as well. So those are the three that I would say that I've heard people use, and they have pretty good data when they use it. So excuse me, do sellers ever um, ask for your last name? Is it safe to give out in the first conversation? I'm nervous to get sued. How do you avoid that possibility? Anytime you're in business, you're possible. It's possible to get sued. But I always come off as the person who's just working for a company. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you talking to somebody on the phone from a company, you typically don't ask for their first name and last name unless they've done something stupid or said something stupid. It's like, I don't come off as the person who I'm actually buying a property. Maybe that's why they don't ask me those kind of questions. Like, I'm just doing my job. You know what I'm saying? It's like, um, like, hey, this is Byron with Georgia Home Buyers. Just reaching out to you, see if you had a property, had a property you're interested in selling. You know, who are you? Who are you? Yeah, I work for a company that purchases properties with cash. I'm the guy that reaches out to the people, see if they have property interested in selling. So you kind of put yourself in a position of, hey man, I'm just working my job. You know, I'm just coming in to work, working my job, calling you to see if you got property interest selling. If you don't, no big deal. I'll take you off of our list. But if you do, I help you try to see if we can get you an offer that work for you. But yeah, man, I think that's something to help. Today I had a seller tell me to break in the property and get pictures. I was scared, but oh, did it? Dang, man, that's crazy. Gotta be careful out there, man. So now that the eviction moratorium is up, what list would you pull right now? Man, I'm pulling the same list I always been pulling. It ain't about the list, man. It's about the consistency. It's not about the list. It's about consistently contacting people. That's what it's all about. All this stuff about lists, secret lists, special lists. Just contact people, man. That's what you got to do. So what's the brief? What is a brief, easy way to wholesale for you? Who are you targeting? From the easy, difficult questions, sellers. So those three questions. I don't think I understood the last question though. So who am I targeting? I'm targeting absentee owners with high equity. Um, what is a brief, easy way to wholesale for you? I don't understand that. Um, from the easy, difficult question sellers. I don't understand that. Were you nervous in investing so much of your money into real estate at first? I really didn't put that much money into it at all. Like I did the free trials and stuff like that. I think I put $1 in it because like it was $1 to text like 500 people on batch leads. So like I did the free trial on prop screen. I paid $1 on batch leads, and that's how I got started. But dude, I didn't want, I'm super conservative, so like, I didn't spend none of my money for my job. I actually went and started delivering pizzas, so I can make money. You know what I'm saying? To like, if I wanted to do something as far as like wholesaling, I was gonna use my pizza delivery money to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't gonna use my regular money. Yeah, I wasn't gonna use my regular money, man. I used my pizza delivery money in order to to get lists and stuff like that. But I really didn't spend no money like that until I knew I had my first deal on the contract. So once I got my first deal on the contract, that's when I started really spending money. When I say really spending money, I was spending like $300 a month. You know what I'm saying? $300 a month. I had me a business. So crazy stuff, man. But I'm taking your approach to sellers. Gave me price, so tomorrow I'm sending the buyers by there. Yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. Um, but yeah, man, just spend your relationship with the buyer, man. I send my buyer by there. If they snake me, I don't send them no more stuff, man. It's like, you can't be scared out there, man. You just cannot be scared. So what list are you um pulling all along? High equity absentee, man. That's what I've been pulling. It's not about what list, man. It's about like the target area. I keep saying that. So, um, but keep grinding. I'm in SoCal and currently have two under contract. Yeah, man. If you in SoCal, you got two under contract, two monsters. Uh, so I have to get this money. Yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. So high equity absentee owner. What do you consider high equity? I mean, if they got 40% or more, man, they definitely high equity, especially these days. So don't do that if you don't have under contract. I mean, I don't know. So I feel you. Get that money. Have you considered opening a coaching program? If so, how much would you charge for it? I don't know, man. It's like, how much do y'all think I should charge? What should I even do? Like, if I'm coaching somebody, I don't really even know what to do. Like, not that I don't know what to do. It's like, you know, um, it's like, how much do I charge somebody for my time? That's what I struggle with, man. It's like, dude, how much? First of all, how much time I'm spending? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much time am I really gonna spend on coaching people? Like, is 1 hour a week good enough? Like, if I just get on a meeting with people, whoever I'm coaching for 1 hour a week, is that good enough? You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then what do I charge people for 1 hour a week? Like, what would I charge people for 1 hour a week? If I'm sitting there just going through and talking to them, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what I would charge people just for talking to them 1 hour a week, and is that even enough? You know what I'm saying? So, I get on here 1 hour a week, or I probably get on here more than 1 hour a week. I'm on here 1 hour right here. I was on here 1 hour yesterday. So it's like, you know, I wouldn't even know what to do, as far as like what to charge people and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't want to charge people a lot of money, but at the same time, it's like, you know, if I don't charge people money, you know, like I always tell people, it's like, if you knew what I knew, whew, dude, if you knew what I knew, man, you making so much money right now. If you really, if I was able to sit down with you and you was able to go back and forth with me, you know what I'm saying, on every single thing that I knew, you know what I'm saying, you were able to just one on one, just like, or even like a few people, like going back and forth, and we was able to sit down at a computer, you know what I'm saying, or I was able to share my screen and just show you everything that I do, like, dude, you would, man, that thing would be crazy, man. Like that thing would be crazy. Like I would have to charge you too much money for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because it's like you would be making so much money, man. Like you'd be killing it. But anyways, so I'm not worried. Seller for 40 plus properties, and he's like my mentor. Yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. So that's a buyer. I had that as an employee of a company. It's like, do you act as the buyer? Yeah, I act as an employee of a company. That's all I act as. That my buyers is going out. It's just the inspector. So did you make more deals before or after you hired VAs? After I hired VAs. So how much you have paid for somebody's time? I would go off that. So, dude, don't go off what I would do because I'm too cheap, man. It's like, dude, I wouldn't pay nothing. Like, I ain't paying nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'll go figure it out. That's kind of my mentality. And a lot of times it's the wrong thing to do because, like, man, I paid to go to the 2 day transformation with Keith Everett, and it's like, dude, that right there, because I went to that. That's why I made 90 last month. And shoot, if I close all these deals this month, I'm making 140. It's like, dude, so the money I paid him ain't nothing. Like the money I paid him, nothing compared to the 90 I made last month and the 140 I'm talking about making this month. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like, don't judge it off me, cause it's like, don't judge it off me, cause like I don't like to pay people, but Like a lot of times it's the right thing to do. You just gotta it gotta be the right people though, man. That's the problem. It's like, you don't know who the right person is. Cause there's some people out there that's not like Keith Everett. That's gonna sit there and let you ask them whatever question you wanna ask them, answer all your questions. You know what I'm saying? It's different than watching, like I watch Keith on the internet like all the time. But when like I went to that thing and sat down and they actually showed you what they were doing and just sit there and talk to you and let them ask you all the questions and stuff like that, it was completely different, man. It's like, dude, I paid thousands of dollars to go 2 days, paid thousands of dollars. Like, I was struggling to even do that. I was like trying to get people to talk me out of doing it. You know what I'm saying? But going to that right there, that one event right there, took me from being just regular to 90,000, 140. And it's like, it's just more, it just keep coming. I'm telling you, dude, it's crazy, man. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, that's one thing that I probably would have done. Like, if I could start all over again, I would have to go find like a Keith Everett. You know what I'm saying? But you just can't go find anybody. Like, you go pay for some people. Like, I went to a free event. I went to a free event and it was like I really learned nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was a lot of people up there saying a lot of good stuff. Yeah, they said a lot of good stuff, said a lot of good stuff, said a lot of good stuff, but it was like they just said a lot of good stuff. And I'm talking, there was some big heavy hitter people. You know what I'm saying? So it was some the people that's on YouTube. They were there. They was talking, but that didn't mean nothing. Like they didn't really teach you anything like that. But then when I went down and sat down with Keith them, it was like they actually taught you. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's crazy, man. And then it's been going nuts ever since. But yeah, man. So have you considered going to a oversaturated market just to see if you can do it? No, I ain't doing nothing. Just to see if I can do it. Man, I'm too conservative for that, man. I value money. Do the title company report your earnings to the IRS? I guess so, man. I'm reporting. So you're a teacher is just like teaching your children in school almost. I guess, yeah. I mean, I understand that I would teach people, but my thing is like, how much would I charge somebody? You know what I'm saying? And then like, how much time do you need? Like, how much of my time do you need? Like, obviously I ain't gonna do it like a full time job, but it's like, how much of my time do you need to actually learn? Like, is it? Do you need 1 hour a week? Do you need so much time every day? What do you need? Like, how much time would you need for me in order to bring you enough value where it's like, I'll take this class and I'll pay X amount of dollars to be in this. You know what I'm saying? I just haven't figured that out. Uh, yeah, Keith Everett, the beast, man. Um, so do you have an LLC? Yep, got an LLC. So I'm about to go to a 2 day transformation, going to pay for King Kong mentorship. Gotta invest in yourself. Scared money don't make money. Yep, you right about that, man. Um, Dude, you going to a 2 day transformation, man. Whoo, that thing get real up in that thing, man. And King Kong, man, yeah, King Kong the real deal, man. I like King Kong. I listen to him like all the time. So I take a lot of stuff from him. So I want to do it, yeah, no doubt. So do you have a script for your VAs? Yep, got a script for them. If you want the script, hit me up on IG, shoot me a DM, send me your email address, and I'll send you over that script. So what I need at least once to have you show me step by step. That's what I need at least once you show me step by step. Dude, I mean, like I said, one day I hope I start something that's valuable and reasonable and something that'll work for everybody. But I just don't understand how I can do that right now. But hopefully, I can figure it out. Um, so do you pay for a separate phone for cold calling and use your personal phone? No, I don't use my personal phone, man. I use So call tools is what I use cold calling, and then any other calls that I need to make, or like my any of my VAs need to make that's not in call tools is ran through call rail. Call rail you can call out. Um, so what does your monthly? Huh? I don't understand that. So what does your monthly overhead? Low my monthly overhead. So my monthly overhead, like everything that I spend, has been like somewhere between like 1,700 to 2,000. But it's like I'm trying to turn it up. I'm trying to spend 5,000 a month. So I'm trying to spend 5,000 a month. So right now I've been spending like 1,700 to 2,000. I'm trying to spend $5,000 a month. See, what I can do. So hey, try to get that text template, but you have to give access. Okay. Yeah, Rolex man. Shoot. Send me an email again or request access, and I'll go in there and try to do something to try to get you access. So how many deals you close in a month when it was just you in the start? I was closing like 1 or 2 deals a month. So I got to the point where I was closing like 2 deals a month, but they were like baby deals. I say baby, but it was like 4,000, 3,000. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I wasn't demanding more. Sean Terry is like, you just make a decision that I want to make 10 every time. You know what I'm saying? I want to make 10,000 every time, and then you just create 10,000. It's like, and it's just, you just make a decision. Okay, I'll make 10 every time and start making 10. It's like right now, I'm like, I'm making 10 every time and start making 10. I'm thinking to myself, like, I probably should go to 15. It's like, why not? It's like, I probably can create 15. 15 every time. I'm saying it right here. So now I'm just going to start looking to make 15 every time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's just all you got to do, man, is make a decision. You know, yeah, you just got to make a decision, man. I'm thinking 15 every time sound good to me. It's going to be 15 every time, you know. Uh, but yeah, man. So, whew, we got 17 people strong up in here. So do you just hate when you send out a DocuSign and they take so long to sign it? Yeah, man, no doubt. That's the thing, man. It's crazy, but hey, just keep it moving, man. You worry about people who sign and not people who ain't. That's what you got to keep your eyes on, man. It's like focus on the people who actually want to sell. Don't even worry about people who ain't talking about selling. And just keep it moving, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if y'all got any other questions, man, go ahead and ask. I'm finna get out of this thing. I've been on this thing over an hour now, so just want to get on here, man, get a little live in. So seems like this a good day, a good time for everybody, man. We got a good bit of people up in this thing. We're gonna maybe I'll try to do it again. Try to go live like somebody said, like almost every day. Um, so when coming up with a price, do you use calculator or Chris Jefferson's wholesale method? So I try to use Chris Jefferson, cash sale method. That's what I really try to use. That's what I use. But most of the time it's like, I kind of throw numbers out there to my buyer, and then I talk to him so good. We build a relationship so good. It's like, hey, you know, how about this much for this property? You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then they go check it. Like, yeah, I think I may be able to do that. Let me go check it out. They go check it out. They come back. I can play this much. Nah, I need this much. You know what I'm saying? It's like it gets to the point where we just go back and forth. We just talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you start building a relationship. So I don't see a telephone number in the prompt screen. Where do I look? The telephone number is not going to be in prop screen. You got to download the list and then upload the list into a skip tracing service like Lead Sherpa, Batch Leads, or Need to Skip. You can skip trace on prop screen, but I wouldn't recommend it. But anyways, so uh, how do you make sure the asking price is accurate? Um, if I can get the person on the contract for $100,000, if I want to make 10, I say 110. I just look at it. Well, first of all, I try to do like Chris Jefferson said, see what the cash sales are, and then like I'll tell the buyer kind of, probably a little bit above where the cash sales are. I really don't be knowing whether it's accurate or not, but what I do is see like what percentage of a discount does that buyer really want. You know what I'm saying? Because there be some tight deals where it's like, oh dang, he'll buy a property at this percentage of a discount. So I just do my calculation. I look at the ARV, and I like, oh, this percentage of a discount. Let me see if they'll buy it. Okay, they bought this other one at this percentage of a discount. Let me see if they'll buy this one at this percentage of a discount. You know what I'm saying? Then I just go back and forth. Send them over to the property, go back and forth, and we, chop it up that way. So. Um, so what other markets are you in other than Georgia, Tennessee? I'm not in South Carolina, man. I'm just really mainly in Georgia and Tennessee. Those are my main two, Georgia and Tennessee. Mainly just Georgia, but I mean I got 3 deals in Tennessee, so I mean I guess you could say I'm in Tennessee. So I'm gonna try to go harder in Nashville, see what I can do. So thank you. Yeah, no doubt, man. I'm finna get off this thing though. I appreciate y'all coming out, no doubt. Check out my videos, share my stuff, share it on Facebook, share it on IG. If you haven't subscribed, go subscribe to the channel, man. So um, appreciate everything. Appreciate y'all coming out. Go subscribe to the channel. Share my stuff everywhere you can share it. And yeah, man. So I'll probably try to come back tomorrow, to help y'all out again, talk more about it, see what we can do. Let y'all know if I got something under contract, talk about what I got under contract, all the other good stuff. So, other than that, appreciate y'all. Peace out. Y'all have a good one.